What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So, of course, Newcastle take on Arsenal tomorrow at St James's Park, 12:30 kickoff live on TNT Sport as we go up against Block O'Heed, Mikel Arteta. And we all know what happened last season when we played Arsenal at St James's Park. Of course, the Arsenal fans will not let us Newcastle United fans forget that that ball was out of play according to the Arsenal fans. Everybody else knew that it was still in play due to the curvature of the ball. But that's done now. That's in the past. And this game is tomorrow. And of course, we need to be picking up the points. We need to be getting results on the board. We're coming fresh off the back of a League Cup win against Chelsea at St James's Park, seeing ourselves through to the quarter-finals to take on, of course, Brentford, which will be at St James's Park as well, the week commencing the 16th of December. But we are aiming for back-to-back wins against Arsenal, something not managed, of course, since the 93-94 season or the 94-95 season. So quite a while back now when you look at it, so Jacob Murphy is a doubt with a hamstring. Eddie is cautious about the involvement of Anthony Gordon and Isak into this game as well, but hopefully they do play. Trippier, Botman, Lascelles and Wilson all remain out. Matt Target is still unknown on his fitness levels. Joe Linton and Dan Burn are one booking away from a suspension, so hopefully they can keep their tackles very clean in the game tomorrow as well. And looking at Arsenal's side of the things, Arsenal are going to be without Kieran Tierney. They're going to be without Tommy Yasu, Julian Timber, Martin Odegaard, Calafiori, Ben White is going to be a doubt. Saliba is going to be available, however, coming fresh off a suspension where he picked up a red card. Mikel Arteta's side, of course, have won 3-0 in their League Cup game, which seen them go through to the next round as they beat Preston North End in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night as we took on Chelsea at St James's Park. Arsenal, of course, have won against Villa and Spurs, drawn against Man City and lost, of course, against Bournemouth in the Premier League this season. And there is an old Toon boy coming back to St James's Park for the first time since 2017-2018. And that is Mickey Moreno to us Newcastle United fans, as he's set for his first competitive return to the Gallagher in the game tomorrow. Hopefully he doesn't have a good game, non offence Mickey mate, but Newcastle United is first and foremost in the mind for us and getting the result on the board. But we will, as always, give him a round of applause as he enters the field. But from there on in, it's the good old Geordie welcome to all ex-Newcastle United players, of course. But other than that, I hope he does well, just not tomorrow. John Brooks is the referee, the Scouser, of course, on the reffing duty again, and the Aussie Scouser, the adopted Scouser, on for. So it's two Scousers going to be officiating this game, and we just can't seem to get a break away from the Northwest this season on the officiating side of things. We just constantly keep getting Northwest officials in with games. So something's got to be looked into this, because it really is getting beyond a joke now. Like I say, I was on Josh's channel, True Gooner, the other day, yesterday on Halloween, of course. I hope everybody had a great Halloween, by the way. I was on Josh's channel the other day, True Gooner, so go check him out, go see, what I was seeing over there. But like I said on there, it's going to be a tough game this, as we've got a really tough test against Arsenal. It's always a really tough game when we come up against Arsenal, and looking at the results, it's always been pretty close as well. One goal this way, one goal that way. So I think it is going to be a sort of similar game again, but hoping we can come out, with a really good performance, show what we're made of, get the 3 points in the bag, and let's push ourselves on. Let's use that League Cup game against Chelsea, you know, as a way to propel our season forward now. You know, because we are starting to get towards the business end of the season. We are starting to get towards the period where you start to see the fixtures gathering up quite quickly. So let's, you know, put our heads down. Let's get into it. Let's start, you know, showing what we're made of. Let's show the Newcastle United that we were, you know, when we got ourselves back into the Champions League. Let's show, you know, the Newcastle United we were when we got ourselves into the League Cup final as well against Man United. You know, let's show that Newcastle again. Let's get that pride back into the black and white, and let's, you know, go forward and try and, you know, show everybody what we're made of, because there's a lot of people out there, you know, starting to talk and starting to say, well, this takeover isn't really getting them anywhere. But, you know, they need to all remember that we've had to go under 3 years worth of unlawful rules. And for what we've done in that time is pretty fantastic, to be honest. But let us know your thoughts about, of course, everything I've said. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to get my thoughts across. And I am feeling very positive, as I was on True Gunner's channel. I'm feeling very positive going into this one. And I think because it is usually really close on the scoreline for this one, I'm going to see Newcastle to edge it, and I'm going to see 2-1 Newcastle to come away from this game as the winners. Possibly us taking the lead, or hopefully not, Arsenal taking the lead and then us getting back into it. Hopefully it's us taking the lead and then, you know, going on from there and winning the game. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel as well, as I am really trying to get this channel to 2.5k subscribers. I've been trying for months now, and it was still stuck behind that threshold, and I can only get there with the support from you lads and lasses. So till next time, I'll see you all later, and farewell lads.